This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, ho there. It's Jeff Gooder Diamond. Welcome me to another sports catastrophe birthday boy. No, it's a girl. I know that she's deceased, but I have to talk about this women's college basketball coach who is an icon. Like, she's one of the best ever, male or female. So Pat Summitt was born June 14th, 1952, so she would have been 70 today. Well, she died June 20th, 2016. She accrued 1,098 career wins and was head coach of the Tennessee women's basketball team from 1974 to 2012. She got the Americans to be silver at the 76 Summer Olympics in Montreal. I guess the Russians got them. But then, oh wait, she served ahead. Oh, she was a graduate assistant. Oh, she did play for the 76 team, even though she was head coach of the Tennessee basketball team. Weird. Anyway, she was the head coach in 1984, helping the U.S. win the gold medal. She would win 8 NCAA titles in her 38 years as Tennessee Lady Volunteers coach. She didn't have a losing record or miss the NCAA tournament. Unfortunately, she retired because she had Alzheimer's. Summitt was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in 1999 as a member of its inaugural class. Anyway, she was inducted to the FIBA, or International Basketball Hall of Fame, in 2013. So anyway, she was born in Tennessee. She would be at University of Tennessee Martin with doing college basketball and all that. She would co-captain the U.S. national team in 1976 at the Summer Olympics, winning silver, and then coached the team in 1984. So anyway, just before 1975, women's college basketball was in its infancy and not NCAA sanctioned. The 22-year-old Pat Summitt was a graduate assistant at the University of Tennessee, but the previous coach suddenly quit, so she became the head coach. She washed the players' uniforms and earned $250 monthly. It was amazing. So anyway, the funny thing is that 4 of her players were a year younger than she was, and all were from Tennessee high schools. So she would coach for the first time in December 1974 at Tennessee against Mercer, and they lost. So anyway, she helped the Bulls win 16 games in her second season while earning her 1976 master's degree in physical education. She would help Tennessee take part in the AIAW, the Association of Intercollegiate Athletics for Women, before the NCAA took over. But they couldn't win. In 1981, they lost again. They lost for the 3rd straight year in the championship game, which was amazing. And then the NCAA sanctioned the women's basketball tournament, which in 1982 was the first time ever. Tennessee was invited, were a 2 seed, but lost to Louisiana Tech in the final. The Lady Vols were losers in 84 to USC in the final. I think that was the Charlotte Miller year. But by 1987, Tennessee finally got a title, and they beat Louisiana Tech to win the first national title. So Tennessee kept playing their hearts out. Summitt would help Tennessee out in many a way. Back when the rivalry in the 90s and 2000s was Tennessee versus UConn, she was trying to make them endure everything. So it was huge. Well, Pat Summitt found standouts. Charmique Holtzclaw, and Michelle Martinek. Tennessee would win the 1996 title for the fourth time. Tennessee really had a bad year in 96-97, but the championship game was a subject of an HBO documentary, Cinderella Season, The Lady Foles Fight Back. Tennessee was 23-10 headed into the tournament, but somehow they took down UConn in the regional final and beat Notre Dame and Old Dominion in the Final Four to win the school's second straight title. The 1998 team got a third straight title for Tennessee, beating Tech. Anyway, Tennessee still was that darn good and all that. In 2005, Tennessee beat Purdue in the second round of the women's title of the tournament. With that win, that made her win number 880, breaking Dean Smith's record of 879 wins, making her the all-time winners coach in NCAA history, man or woman. So she looked pretty good and all that. After Tennessee won in 2009 against Georgia at Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, the school named the court after her, called the Summitt. Tennessee lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament to Ball State, which was shocking because that was the first time since the NCAA did the sanctioned championship in the women's game starting in 1982 that Tennessee wasn't in the Sweet 16. Unfortunately, Summitt would be diagnosed with onset Alzheimer's in 2011. Sports Illustrated honored her as Sportswoman of the Year in 2011. Summitt would step down as head coach after Baylor took down Tennessee in the Elite Eight. Anyway, it was courageous and all that. It was weird how she was actually the head coach of Tennessee before, and she played in the U.S. for the U.S. team in the 76 Olympics, despite the fact that she was still a coach and all that. So, yeah. So she had a major legacy and all that. Her legacy is huge. 16 SEC regular season titles with the Lady Foles, 16 tournament SEC titles. And Summitt's Lady Foles made an appearance in every NCAA tournament from 82 until her retirement. Advanced to the Sweet 16 every year minus 2009. And 18 times in the Final Four. It was just amazing what she could do. She would do 1,098 coaching career wins. As of 2021, it's the third highest total in history, man or female. She got the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Obama, and a statue of her was erected on the University of Tennessee campus. Pat Summitt married someone in 1980 and divorced from him in 2007, having one son who was a walk-on for the Tennessee men's basketball team and was assistant coach of Marquette's women's team. Summitt died June 2016, 2 weeks after her 64th birthday at a senior living facility. And she left the entirety of her estate to Tyler. But after her death, the Pat Summitt Alzheimer's Clinic was opened at the University of Tennessee Medical Center, and the NCAA would establish the Pat Summitt Award to recognize individuals who positively influence college athletes. So, yeah, she was just amazing. 8-time champion, 87, 89, 91, 96, 97, 98, 2007, 2008. And the funny thing is, every Tennessee ladies player who completed her eligibility at Tennessee graduated with a degree. And also, who completed their eligibility, played in at least one Elite Eight. She has a good
Coaching tree and all that. Her record, amazing. 1,098 wins, 208 losses, an 84% winning percentage. Can you believe it? 84% of your games. So that you basically win 84 games out of 100. Or, to put it mildly, you win 21 out of, I would say 21 out of 25. Yeah, 21 out of every 25 games you basically win. So that's amazing what she did, all that. She made Tennessee a superstar team. All that. So it was hard to say. She's the greatest college basketball coach of all time, but I think she's definitely in the conversation, male or female. It just doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.